Lando and Jacob White first. Actually, Lando beat you by just about a quarter of a second, Jacob. I knew it! E-Rich, howdy. I also knew things, in a way. Nice. Congrats on job. Yeah, we're rocking it. 4th velocity. Yeah, literally just signed and sent over my contract. Can I watch a butter landing? A what? Am I missing something? What is that? Hello, Kulos. Welcome back. Oh. Yeah, the job is looking pretty cool. I got a pretty interesting setup as well with commission and also with my pay scaling. If I get through probationary, my salary basically doubles, so that's kind of lit. Employee Data Taco, yeah. Well, maybe not Data Taco. I'm gonna have to go by my real name. During my interview, they actually Googled my name and they were like, "So what is Danger Taco?" And I was like, "Oh my god." Yeah, because they knew I did esports stuff. They knew I had a username, but yeah, they found my username, and I'm like, that's really funny. Because yeah, when you Google my name, the first thing that does come up is my Wikipedia and my social medias. So that was a funny moment to try to explain to like an actual higher up at the company. Not even non-AV geeks, no? I mean, I guess not. Tell them the origin of the username? Nah, I just told them it's Data Taco, that's it. I didn't want to bore them with the details, you know? Oh. Damn it, I want to chip it over him. Being a Rocket League dweller? Yep. Yeah, we're rocking with this job. I'm excited. I just gotta hopefully, you know, not screw it up somehow. So, I don't know what it's gonna do with content and everything, but hopefully I'm able to make it all work collectively. What's the verdict? The verdict is I am employed. Starting, I guess, after Memorial Day. Got to impress him with the lore? Don't know the lore yet. Taco, do you know my friend Obey? There's a lot of that. They're probably watching. Honestly, it'd be kind of lit if the guys, if my employers were watching my stream. Do you work at Taco Bell? If only. That'd be actually hilarious if I got to work with Taco Bell through this job. Like the SSL, I've never heard of a guy called Obey. Does this mean I get mod now? Honestly, guys, I'm gonna be honest. Austin might deserve mod. He literally got me a job when 200 plus applications couldn't. I think that's something the mods can vote on, but I might overrule all that. That might be mod worthy, straight up. You played Obey a couple times in stream. Well, if he's not memorable at all, then I guess I don't know. Nice save. No, I said nice save and then immediately paused and I was like, wait, hold on. He's top 100? Again, I have never heard of this guy. So, yeah, maybe I just don't play against him because he's mostly a twos guy, but I don't remember playing against him. Either way, I guess he's an SSL, so. How's he? Okay, that one I was caught off guard by. I'm not entirely sure how he recovered on this one before I was able to get the block. He had a wave dash. Okay, well, that makes sense. What's your PC GPU? I think I'm working with a 3060, which is not the best, but to be honest, I paid like nothing for it. So it's a pretty good card. I was happy with it. Oh my god, yeah, this is now even close. I was about to say, I'm like, okay, you got a wide open arrow and hit it with the only thing. Is stream your main source of income? If not, what it is? It has been along outside of or combined with casting. Just today I got my offer letter for a job, so that'll be my main source. Yeah, casting is a weird gig because like some months it can be by far my biggest earner, and then other times it's not. So it's just a little tough sometimes. I love how two different teammates were on their side. Two different opponents were able to get that save before one of my teammates was able to get to a shot. There's like some sick joke. Taco, we'll always be mod. We'll always mod Austin Age. Honestly, chat, we also have to take a vote on Matt L. Is he mod worthy? Because it kills the bit of Matt L will never be mod. But it would be fitting based on how common he is in the stream. Yeah, maybe we do have to revisit the mod discourse. Can't always just be people who donate $500, you know? Like the old bit goes. I'm still waiting for the day that actually happens. You're still GC3? Yeah, of course. I just am not 1800 anymore. I was actually just about to play with Tidy. Unfortunately, Tidy just happened to party with me as soon as I got the call about my getting the job. So unfortunately, I had to I had to take that call instead, and I wasn't able to queue with him. We'll lose Lainey and put Matt L. I mean, Lainey had asked previously when she was taking a break from watching streams that she didn't want to be mod because she was like, oh, I'm not going to be here. But I'm like, well, it's like I have infinite mod slots, so it's not really a problem if one person isn't here as much. It's not like it's like, you're using up a spot. But, you know, I guess we can revisit. Time to take a step stream, and then Kyle donated $1,500. That's why Kyle is the Uber mod. It's like the Uber Mensch, but for mods. Mod teams need a salary cap, that is true. Job, so $10 million a year. I tried to negotiate that, but unfortunately they did argue me down to something below $1 million, unfortunately. Can we time out Dreamliner for like 20 minutes or whatever? I don't know what he keeps spamming the exact same thing or just keeps copy pasting the same message over and over. And I don't even know what he's trying to say. So I think he just came up with a weird term and he's like, I'm gonna say it a lot. It's like, okay, cool. No, why, he says after saying that's the first organic thing he said in 6 messages. If you don't get it timed out, then don't say something a bot would say. Okay. And then right there gets bumped. That's unfortunate. Sick bump. Sick rule 1 break. Boop. Next time, yeah, it's okay. Payment structure's pretty good though, so I'm happy with it. I'm at a good starter salary. Just got to get through my probationary stuff, study my butt off. After 3 months, we get a big raise, and then on top of that, we get, you know, hopefully actual sales contracts, earn our commission and whatnot. Broke that rule and just give him a goal. Yep, that's how it is. That's how it is, guys. I'm telling you. I'm new here and I suck. Welcome in, Jacob Diaz. And maybe when I accrue enough to pay everything, I'll maybe donate 5K. Please do not donate 5K, Kyle. Oh my gosh, that would be psychotic. I would vomit immediately. Oh my God, just immediately vomit. Everyone watching's like, ah, Kyle, why'd you do that? He warned you. I'm gonna go run Rocket League, maybe take another 2-month break from your streams. All right, coolos. That's a crazy grind that you have to step away from all things for 2 months, but you know, credit to you. Why would you do that, bud? But he just really wants to help me out. You just booted up Fortnite? Yep. What would you do if you got $10,000? Poop yourself on camera? I think that might be against TOS. One of the TV's power buttons is stuck. I bought the exact remote for the Emerson model, and now I pray. I mean, you could also use your phone for most TVs. It does a similar frequency that it can use TV remote. That's what I used to do. Duking yourself? Is that TOS? I think if you pooped your pants, it's fine. I think if you pooped your pants specifically on command on camera, I feel like that has to be against TOS, you know? Maybe it's one of those edge cases where they're like, we never thought we'd have to outlaw this. But turns out there's a market for people who want to watch a guy poop his pants. The Poopening, sponsored by Pampers. Adult diapers. Or depends, I guess. My Fire Stick, nickname for my pin. Actually, you know what? Maybe it shouldn't be the nickname if it's fire. Maybe the last thing you want to feel is fire on that, you know? I'm not gonna lie, that was meant to be a pass, but halfway through I was like, I don't even see the other guy. I wonder if he's cheating up in the midfield. What if I just hit it right down the middle? And that happened. I was making me sad. I counted with life to keep it 1807 and 2s. Flash, that's me in 3s right now. Slayer, what's up? I do it towards the end of stream. That'd be a crazy way to do it. I can't play the game. Yeah, I'm getting, right now, 2s is pretty easy right now in 1600s. It's mostly just me. As long as I don't make a mistake and I don't trust my teammate too much, it's pretty much a guaranteed win. 3s is just like me getting to 1790 to 1800. And then it just immediately turns into like actual Mafia game, and or I'm playing, it's a full party of people pre-jump each other and grinding for RLCS Open Day 3 or whatever, you know? It's just like the most insanely coordinated group of people I've ever seen in my life. And I'm like, why are you guys like all playing as if you're prime BDS? Two and 16 in a 5-day period and 1570 and threes. I'm sorry, what? You're 2 and 16? Damn, you're really focused on your finals. Oh yeah, do a 10. Do a 10. Don't. Yeah, I was like, I'm just gonna roll it just to make sure we have that touch. I was hoping I had a little bit more on that one. 10Y. Didn't even hear him. Man, it's crazy how little I hear the sound in this game. It's crazy how little, I was about to say 10 wants to play events. Okay, cool. I was like, there's no way he gets a good clear. You queuing threes? I am queuing threes. So you get started on threes. Apps just way to get right. It's quite literally a coin flip. I will say, like, when I'm in a good mood, it's fine. But like, there are some games where I'm like, I don't even know if literally like a pro player, if you came into my lobbies, would be able to win some of these. Because some of them are like, yeah, I could probably carry that, man, if I only got that one touch, or maybe if I played that one situation differently. But like a lot of it is just like straight up like your teammate is own goaling. Or we've had a couple straight where I get to 1800 and then it's like an 1820 MMR player. And then the second player is like a 1510. And I'm like, I don't genuinely know how I'm supposed to win that. Because I'm playing with a guy who can't aerial, you know? I'm pretty bummed that Gen G didn't place well. Gen G is, well, what do you mean place well? Like in the regionals? Gen G did pretty well. I think you should be sad if you're a Shopify Rebellion fan. Bang, Mincy, let's go. Oh, I told me you. My mom wants to help me with getting food. No problem, Slayer. Yeah, if you're around later, we can game. How's the rematch content going? I'm promoting it around. It's going pretty well. I allegedly found a way to access the game even when the beta is not active, so I can record stuff in free play. Allegedly, I would never actually break TOS, but yeah, that's helping. I wanted to just actually win an event. Yeah, I don't know if Gen G's able to do that when Energy's figured stuff out. The fact that Energy only dropped a single game, basically all event, is pretty clear that they're back. Yeah, pretty impulsive aerial by me. Luckily, Mincy has that. Okay, I'm gonna be careful. 10 is like super kid in a candy shop right now. He's just like, chasing everything, and I'm like, it's all well and good, except for the fact that we keep getting caught in no man's land where he's like looking at a ball and he really, really wants to go for it. But I'm like, I don't know if you really need to. That's so embarrassing! That's so embarrassing! It's why you don't hit it right in the middle! So I was asking people not to do it. A ton of people are going for it. Yeah, but that's why hypothetically I would never do that. I enjoyed watching the face cams while they celebrated the girls. Face cams are just a great way to show off your players and their personalities. I definitely think that any team that doesn't use face cam should be fined. I am 100. That's an opinion on the esport that I'm 100% behind. I think you are a pro player playing on the best internet available in your area. You can run that. But my internet doesn't work. Okay, well, unless you live in a farmhouse, you have a cellular signal. You can put that camera on your phone and prop your phone up on the desk. Like, it's not hard. There's always a solution that you could do, and they just refuse to do it. No, I don't want to be on camera. You're a professional athlete! Like, most of you guys are making like near 6 figures with everything. Like between winnings and your salary, and you're telling me the one line you won't go is be on camera while you play. You don't even have to look at it. You don't have to be like well lit. Just have like your computer monitor light you up. I don't even care. I just want to see some people reaction when they're winning. LJ would do better than Atomic and Energy. I disagree. LJ's a great player, but I think people really discount. Atomic doesn't look as good of a player because he's playing with Daniel and Beast Mode. Make no mistake, Atomic in my mind is still an incredibly high-level player. Like, maybe he's not the best on that team, but who the heck would be if your teammates are Dan and Beast Mode, you know? Dude, chat, we are on it right now. Oh, 3 for 3. Overshadowed. I mean, it's literally just that. His job isn't to be the star. It's just, you know, don't screw up. And considering Atomic has always been that guy on like every team he's been on, it's kind of nice for him to go from like on old G2 being like a great playmaker to now it's just like, hey, Dan and Beast Mode, you're making my job very easy. All I got to do is just, you know, facilitate to the midfield. That's a really good save 10. Okay, everything bad I said about you earlier. Control Z. Not even bad, just critique. Better and better. LJ is an absurd player, I will say. Like, 100% he is an absurd player. He deserves all the flowers he's getting. And Ultimate's getting into the grand final of the major is one thing. But I still maintain pound for pound best team out there is Energy. I think we saw them at their peak performance in London. Like, that is still the best I've ever seen them play. Last season. Oh. What? How do you get dusted like that? Cool, see you, Checo. What's up? How's your day been? Day's been good. I just signed my offer letter for a new job starting on May 27th, I guess, because I forgot 26th is Memorial Day. Think they compete with Vitality? What do you mean? Like current season Vitality? I think KC is the only real threat for anyone. Granted, Monkey Moon might get the Worlds buff. That's actually something I'm really fascinated about to see if like Vitality just... My bad. I really thought I was going to be able to get in front of that, and I thought I was in front of it, but I guess I wasn't. But yeah, I think Vitality has probably the most disappointing performances so far, because they're not doing bad, but like I feel like when that team first got assembled, they're like, I don't know how anyone competes with Monkey Moon and Zen and Exotic, but they found a way to not win anything. So part of it is also KC is just so well coached, and they've got a system that literally no one can touch. Having Drawley and Vatira on that squad is kind of like a cheat code, so. Okay. US or EU? I think KC right now is it should be KC and and Energy at the end of the day. Part of me is, like I said, like wondering if Vitality is just gonna peak, because Monkey Moon always, if you guys think back across like pretty much every season, especially his World Championship winnings ones, I don't think Monkey Moon's team like has ever, maybe not ever, but like there's very rare periods where they're like the best team all season. I feel like they're like doing pretty well, and then it comes down to the biggest competition of the year, and then suddenly it's like they're untouchable, you know? He just steps up, which is, in my opinion, the best quality to have in a player. When everything matters, when it all comes down to X, they are the best player that they can possibly be, and that's Monkey Moon every Worlds. He does not get carried by anyone else, despite the fact that Exotic was the MVP. Like, he's just always that good. Which is why I think so many players are like, Monkey Moon is my GOAT, because he's just so fun to watch. Also, I love Turbo, but 4 World Championships in the non-open era just simply isn't as impressive anymore. It's still impressive in the sense that, like, well, everyone else had the same chance and they didn't win that many, but it was like, I think it's going to be a long time before we see that. But if we do see Monkey Moon win again, then he has to go for 3 straight. Like, I don't think people can understand just how insane that is. To do it, especially with 2 different teams, and then potentially this time he is going to have a 3rd different team. That was an insanely good touch. Need to save more boost in the last one. I think France having multiple very good teams in esport and then the World Championship being in France is going to give them a home field advantage like we've never seen before for Lyon. Ooh. Oh, that could have been an own goal. Just trying to get in the way. Got a pilot? That's fine. Good reaction. That's fine. Pilot should have the first one. Nice, good demo. Bro finally got a job, I know. Hockey got so sick of not finding a job, he just made his own. How's that going, by the way? Nice pilot. Cooked. Look at this. Had to. Look at teammate go. Inspirational stuff, chat. Nope. Okay. Pass back. Thank you. I was like, they're not even going for it. It's going really well, but could always be better. Got big goals. That's how it's got to be. I think especially with business, like the last thing you want to do is be too complacent. I think if I've learned anything from my mother being a business owner, and especially my dad, like working at startups when I was younger, before he got his job at HP, a lot of businesses get doomed by the idea of like, it's going all right. And it's like, now you got to always assume something might go wrong, or maybe like looking for that next step up. So it's like, yeah, if it's going well, it's one thing, but you know, got to keep going at scale. Our goal is 2 mil revenue, but we're only on pace for 1. I mean, at least you're on a pace on an upward trajectory. It's not too much struggle. You'll get there. I trust. You're a smart lad. Oh. Not gonna lie, I thought near post guy had it. Damn, you blow. JSL, you're on track for negative net worth right now, right? I wouldn't talk. Bro wears only hand-me-downs. Holes in his clothes. Goodwill sneakers. Your chain fake. Nice shot. Nice. I get my job when I graduate. Mm-hmm. Those who will have a job. I don't know about that, buddy. Are you applying for stuff? Or when you say when you graduate, because I forget, what are you, 14? In my DM begging for a knife skin. Damn. Sometimes I feel like that. We're talking CS knife or Val knife? Something, something, something karambit. Ooh, I like the flick. I like the part where it doesn't actually go anywhere. Damn, it's crazy you got pre-jump, buddy. Damn, it's crazy you're about to get bumped. Damn, it's crazy that we scored. Is that decal in the shop right now? I don't know, actually. This is a decal that is from the newest event, the Utopia, future Utopia or whatever. I got it for free. Hashtag ad, hashtag thanks Epic, hashtag Epic's my favorite, hashtag we're besties. So, oh, we're fine. Oh, I wanted to tap that one more time. I don't know why I approached that fast, my bad. I wanted that to be a different angle so I could like maybe like roll it differently, but it didn't really work out like that. Good 50 beastie. Steal that corner, nice. Was that even a reset? Whoa, I need to watch that again. I'm so lost how he lobbed it like that. It looked like he hit it with the front of his car, then it hit the back tire, and then it just got lifted like 50 feet in the air. I'm genuinely lost on how he pulled that off. And by pulled that off, I mean pulled that out of his ass, because there's no way that was on purpose. He definitely just messed up his reset, and it popped up. Because I was like, okay, his angle for reset is non-existent. Like, that's not a thing. Nice. Probably in the Utopia pack. It is! Should I stop applying for nows, though? Stop applying? If you're like a junior in college, you probably shouldn't be applying. But if you're like going into senior year or about to be a senior, you should definitely be applying to jobs. Because most of those jobs will be fine to start applying and giving you a job like starting in like June-ish of the year. So like I would say like when you're heading into your spring semester, you should be like you should be pooping out applications for sure. Yo, can I play with you? Unfortunately, I do not play with anybody I do not know. Only play with viewers on viewer game days. Yeah, I have no idea what this decal is called, I will say, so apologies for anyone who's like, yo, what is that? But yeah, I like it. It's clean. Well, I'm not clean, but interesting look. Didn't think you'd turn for that. Wait, teammate? Oh, okay. Lol. I jumped past the wall. Good job you get? Working in tech sales. Gonna be basically heading up their Southwest division. With all their clients, yeah, in the American Southwest. Because I guess everyone else is focused in California, where most of them are based. Bang! That's a bang! The placement! Oh, chat, we're locked in. Look at this finish. Look at this finish. Side foot, R1 finesse finish. Bang. Now to get some hydration. That's hydration right there, chat. Reset? Yeah, I want to look at over that a little bit later. And by right now. Oh, we're not gonna be able to see it in time. Pick and lean green kind of cold combo they went with here. Yeah, I mean, I think it looks cool. I like the little like fractal kind of looking design. Kind of abstract a little bit. Ashcast, what's up? How's Val going? Saw the title and checked out your tweets. Congrats on the win. Yes, I am super. I mean, like, everyone can't be as fantastically wealthy in esports as Ash can, but at least for right now, like, yeah, the biggest thing was like this past like April, May, I felt like I was talking to people in like esports, like going through connects, like, hey, last year around now we had an X event going on. Is there anything going there? I started asking people. Literally, I think I lost like $30,000 of income this year based on like contracts that aren't coming back or events that are being canceled or like downshifted. And yeah, it was not a fun time. And then on top of that, I was like probably down like $10,000, $15,000 from like where I normally was last year at this exact moment. And then beyond that, I was like, all right, fine, I guess I'll get a job. And the job market took me 200 plus applications, and eventually it was one of my YouTube viewers, Austin, shout out Austin, who literally recommended me to the CEO. I had an interview and there we went. Okay, pause, I am poor. Ash, don't play. I see you every freaking week on Valorant, Challengers, EMEA, or on the promo relegation tournaments, and seeing you rock massive freaking chains. You show up every stream with grills. Like, it's like you're flaunting it, all right? You literally pulled up to all your VCT gigs in your own Bentley. And you're actually out here being like, nah, I'm broke. Maybe if you would be less broke, you'd stop spending money on cars, booze, and jewelry. Rabbi? I just said rabbi. My brain just read that phonetically and not actually read it out. Ah, yes, Rabbi. Not an EMEA, so I'm not working T1 anymore. Back to grinding out tier 2. What? I can't believe they're throwing like that. Well, that's unfortunate. Hopefully you'll get all that stuff back. Valorant's kind of weird. It feels like they do change out people like a decent amount. Obviously, there's like the staple people that just get everything, but it's kind of strange how they like will bring people on and then give them like a little taste. I kind of like it gives you a carrot on the stick, but I'm sure it's a little stressful. You'll get back. I know you will. You always do a great job. Did you get a reset? You did not, and I fell off. I mean, if you show up to an event with a Traeger girl, that'd be sick. So happy. Sex took so long, but love to find your footing again. Yeah, that's the goal. I'm just trying to make sure we ready up our finances again, build up savings, and then hopefully be able to pay off all our debt. Because the earnings potential of this position is pretty good, on top of the fact that I'm doing contract work for content creation. And obviously casting and content are still going to be a thing that I'm going to be engaged with somewhat. I disagree, Rabbi. We're here for personal finances. Honestly, I got so jealous when I was talking to Herc the other day, and she's like, yeah, I've got such a good start in esports this past year, and plus my contract with EG and then into Cloud9. She's like, I'm completely 100% debt-free. And it was like one of those things where it's like, obviously Herc's my friend, but I was like, oh my God, it's so heavy for you. And it's like, literally like, I need $3,000 a month to be able to like literally like pay all my bills. Literally like half of that, almost. Okay, like a third of that is literally just paying debt, like paying off some like BS loan settlement or paying off student loans eventually. So it's like, yeah, we could just get rid of that real quick. No. Okay, we're good. All right, Rabbi, let's take it down like 3 notches, all right? Let's just take a deep breath and not go to the far side. Nice touch. Oof. Think it's an actual rabbi chilling in a synagogue after service? That'd be actually hilarious. How was CCC this year? CCC was pretty sick. Last year we got a little bit more to do because there was multiple Rocket League championships going on, but I guess Playfly didn't want to hire us for that because they were playing games simultaneously. So we only had 1 series per day. One of them was a Armed Services show match, which is disappointing because I've worked a lot of Armed Services Rocket League stuff before, and there's really good teams, but they used one of the really good teams in the Army. But then instead of getting like the Air Force or the Coast Guard or even like Space Force, which are other actually legitimately good esports wings of those departments, they just got the West Point team that plays video games, and they are like not good. So it was just like a team of like the highest rank in the game beating down like a bunch of randoms, and it was like, not as fun. Also, you know, kind of hard to overdo a Game 7 overtime grand final winner. Sorry, Rabbi, you were just so slow. So it was not a bad grand final. It was just like it could have been better. CCC was pretty lit though. I'm so happy to have LAN again. I wish I had a little bit more. Super pissed that DreamHack is permanently closed for all Rocket League events. Because DreamHack Dallas is like the biggest thing ever. It's 1 million square feet of things, and there's like every esport imaginable has a major going on there. Brawl Stars and COD and Halo and CS and Hearthstone and StarCraft and blah 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 and blah 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 and 10 mobile games. And then I'm like, Rocket League? And they're like, absolutely not. It's like, dude, I'm right here. I'm right here. I live 20 minutes away. Like, give me a gig that I can work. For marginalized genders, Rocket League? Bro, I miss so much of those, Ash. You have no idea. Radiant doesn't exist anymore. The Ally stuff doesn't exist anymore. Just so sad. Nobody running it. Okay, so guys, keep in mind, ESL is the Saudi-owned production company that runs a bunch of stuff. They are also the primary people that are behind DreamHack. Rocket League used to do all of their stuff via ESL, as in they were the ones running the streams. They were the one doing the competitive infrastructure for running like the regions and stuff. But in between years, ESL kind of just assumed, hey, we've been working together for like half a decade. Well, not exactly half a decade. They were using Bento, I think, for a while as well. But they used ESL for like 2-3 years, and then they were like, hey, we're gonna renew, right? And then Rocket League's like, yeah. And then a year before last, Blast came in and said, hey, what if I ran it for you? And I guess they probably offered a better deal because Epic was suddenly like, all right, guys, we're gonna do Blast, not only for for Fortnite, but we're gonna bring them on for Rocket League. ESL, feeling betrayed, we're like, you know what, screw you then, which means they can't. I literally think that is the reason we didn't have a CRL season, because DreamHack probably told them, oh, you know how DreamHack Dallas, where you hold the Rocket League, the CRL World Championship? Yeah, we're not gonna let you run that anymore. In fact, no more DreamHack circuits. In fact, also, no more main events, no side stages. We're literally not going to let Epic run a Rocket League event at DreamHack because you screwed us over. The domino effect of that is vast. This also includes, there was an ESL Impact Pro Tour for Rocket League in the works and almost finalized, which was like gonna be like a $50,000 to $200,000 circuit from the notes I've heard for Women's Rocket League. And that was gonna be live at LANs all across the world, and it's gonna be sick, and blah, 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 blah. And they canned it because Rocket League would rather use Blast. And I'm just like, damn, I love you, Blast, but you really took a lot of money out of my pockets. Having no RL is goofy. Dude, it's every other esport on the frickin' planet, except maybe Valorant. I don't know if there's a Valorant tournament there. The only Rocket League tournaments are the bring your own controller one, or bring your own console, or whatever, computer, like things. But that's it. And those are just because that's a staple for like every game that they have. It does suck, Flaming P. Hey, hello, Damaging Ninja. Yeah, it's just, that thing bothers me the most is literally just the fact that we're in a period where Rocket League really needs events. DreamHack is hosting literally ever, because DreamHack Dallas is not only just a DreamHack, it's the, we really want to do esports stuff. The one, you know? What's going on here? I think they just gave up. They got scored on twice and they just decided to both give up and wait. Timer playing time for, I've never seen that before. I've never seen that before. Anyway, yeah, the DreamHack thing really ticks me off. It'll be the first DreamHack in like 4 years I have not gone to DreamHack Dallas, which I'm really upset about because I love DreamHack Dallas, but like I just, if there's not a Rocket League event, I always get a little tilted. If I had a little bit more disposable income before all my income starts to actually roll in, I'd probably go to CS or whatever, because I've always wanted to go to IEM. Maybe tune into the COD thing, because I got a buddy Kiko who's apparently, he is providing videography and photography for both the COD Major and IEM, which, fun fact, across this 1 million square foot facility, they are on direct opposite sides. So literally, he was telling me like his schedule literally might just be like filming something for IEM, and then once the match starts, other people take over, and he just has to go like run like a half a mile all the way across this massive K. Bailey Hutchinson Center, and then get to the COD Major and start filming stuff as well, which is really funny to me. He's gonna be dead. He's carrying like literally like 40 pounds of camera equipment too. Our lands go hard for the CRL. The CRL lands go insanely hard for sure. Especially since the LAN is a perfect passerby one. The amount of times like during a game when the casting would be going off and then you look behind the seats and there's like 100 to 200 to 300 people just standing watching in the background because they're like, whoa, what's this? It's the perfect sport for spectators walking by. Same thing happened with the Rocket Clash in 2023 when it was the women's LAN. We literally had the grand final, and I think from the seats we had at the main stage, it was like 60-ish people, and then we had literally had like another 50 to 100 people just literally standing in a massive crowd watching behind that. When you're done, want to do a custom match? For what? Oh, well. Oh, casual match. Sure, Kyle. Bonk. I owe Kyle a casual match or 2. Or 3 or 5 or 10. Nice as. No, I wanted to bump him and then get that read. No! Let's go. Congrats, Sacco. Thank you, Kyle. $50 to bang. He's huge. Bonk. fine. Really good aim on that one. Unreal persistence. It does irritate me a little bit though that the only reason I have this job is because a YouTube viewer just happened to be like, hey, I'm gonna take a shot on you and recommend you to a job, and then trust that you're not gonna be a burnout and ruin my reputation by recommending you. And then I just submitted a resume directly to the CEO, and that led to a job, you know? Like, it's really irritating that the only reason I was able to get a job is because I didn't do the normal process of actually applying. Sometimes you take what you can get. I mean, it's a great position. I'm not like, oh, it's what I could get. Like, I'm super pumped. Like, this is something I'm actually really excited for. It's interesting work as well. But it does irritate me a little bit that I'm just like, damn, like, networking strikes again, you know, chat? Zaz, you okay, buddy? I mean, it's both, obviously, but like... not a good first touch. Does he know that I missed the boost? I don't know if he does. Man, my teammate really just trusted I had that. He just was driving in random directions. He got that. He went to the side. Oh, man, he just went straight. I feel like at a certain point, if you have no boost and the midline is not there, you just got to rotate directly toward the goal. I don't know if he could have helped me by then, but would have helped. If he had opened all the way. I mean, yeah, in a way, but I don't know. It's like because of a because it's not like if Austin didn't like... he just like DM'd the guy and be like, hey, are we looking for anyone in this area? And the CEO was like, no. Well, let me talk about him about it. So I was like, all right, cool. That was a little tough. I know my teammate didn't have the read. I just wanted to see if I could double that. I should have jumped earlier and redirected it. Says you gotta jump. You gotta jump. But he's gonna wait until the last second to bump you anyway. If you miss the first one, you gotta go immediately on the second one. This guy's doing trick kickoffs at 1650. Come on, guys. Stop sweating. It's not worth it. Zaz, why are you driving upfield? Employment? You know it. What are you doing for the job? I'm an account executive. So I'll be in charge of opening up different new clients to the wonders of the services that we provide, and then making sure to retain them as clients. So in the future, if like, hey, do you need new XYZ things? Anything we can help you do? You know, order some maintenance, etc. Wait, so not gonna get this up to the ghost of Steve Jobs. What? Yeah, that's who I prayed to. Why did I do that? If that was on target. Is there a more iconic jobs guy? I mean, it's literally in his name, you know? His name isn't Steve Welfare. I checked the gamble that he was gonna jump for that demo. How? Of all ways for that to bounce, literally if that bounces any other way, that's crazy. That's actually psychotic. I shouldn't have tried to redirect that, but even still. I was like, worst case scenario, hits off the sidewall and we recover, it's fine. That's crazy. Oh, anyway. Gotta... Kyle was looking to play a casual game. Where the heck is Kyle? Kyle, where you at? What's your username? Enemy. Matt, what the heck? What are you typing? Am I hi chat? Am I missing it? Are you not online? I feel like I still had you from the last time we played. Am? All right, I guess I'm just... What's your ID then? Because I guess I can't find you. That or if you're appearing offline or something. Literally just that? Also, chat, apparently in the last update, they added sensors for literally every single person's chat. So if you type in literally anything in chat, it's not no longer like uncensored. Which I guess is interesting. I can't say ooh anymore. Yeah, classic. All right, let me reload my friends list here. Yeah, I don't know. Something's going down. Congrats on getting the, yep, dolphin noise. That was a little bit of horse. Or whatever, I don't know. I don't know anymore, chat, all right? I don't make noises. It's not my job. Bang. Kyle, you trying to play 3s, 2s? Anything in particular? Yeah, we're playing a game with Kyle, real quick, per his request. Terrible in 2s, so let's have fun with it. Okay. Or does that mean you do want top 2s, but not? Either way. Man, this guy loves me, dude. Loves me. I'm getting calls all freaking day from Scam Likely. Dude, I'm so sick of this. Yep, with the job. I haven't started it yet, but got my offer letter. I'm just filling out accounting stuff right now. Scam is obsessed. Yeah, they gotta let go. Derek hop, bang. Ah, trying to pass. Not bad. What a cut. Oh, what a save, Kyle. Are you excited? I am very excited, yes. Sako's yummers, so are you. Whoa. Bang. Kyle. Bang. 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 Let's go. What position? It's a, I guess for right now, it's a junior account executive because I'm just starting out. Also, I always know it's a telemarketer because I will send them right to voicemail, and I get a voicemail that's exactly 48 seconds every single time. Every single time. Oof. Over pursued that. Yeah, it's a tech sales, essentially. Oh. Oh. Nice. Close one. Ooh, not a good pickup. Just gonna send that high for him. Oh, banger, Kyle. Number two, banger number two. You got it. Ah, jumped a little early on that one. Oh, I think he demoed me, but he can't get a touch. Nice. Oh my goodness. Kyle's a finisher. Yeah, it's account executive comes with a salary, which doubles once I get out of my probationary period, basically. So if I get through 3 months and I pass like the general kind of vendor like certifications, aka like there's classes from all like the different companies we sell their products. So if I pass all those and I'm not, you know, like a huge a-hole and they hate me, then I get my salary basically doubles, and then I hopefully can work on accounts pretty quick and start to generate sales and get my 10% commission. And then I think on that, if after a certain point, it gets up to 12%. So it's like a little bit of an extra thing. GG's? Oh, well, that was a forfeit, so. Okay, we'll do another because that was a forfeit. Yep, 48 seconds on the voicemail. Got the other team in a chokehold. He was literally doing that. Commercial tech hardware is factory office. It's like, it's physical and cybersecurity. Yeah, it's like physical and cybersecurity for the game. Sorry, physical and cybersecurity, then also like kind of infrastructure work. So if they need to like install like servers or all this other like stuff that you need to physically put on premises and whatnot. And then they also provide like kind of like electrical work. So ideally it's like an all-in-one, I think the term is value-added reseller. So it's like they don't make the products, they sell other companies' products, but they do it all in one. So if it's like, oh, we need to overhaul our whole security system and blah, 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 blah. It's like, okay, we can put in the parts, we can, you know, it's like we'll be able to put in the parts, we'll be able to do pretty much everything. Oh, wait. Kyle. Wait, did Kyle leave? What happened? Where is he? Wait, I'm really lost. What happened to my boy? You're in the menu? Wait, did you get kicked or? That's kind of stupid. I can abandon, waiting for party leader. What? It didn't drag you with me. That's weird. I think I can abandon once without penalty. Okay, that should be fine. Casual. We get to visit some cool places with it, like data centers. I mean, my position's pretty remote, but I think they said based on, so they kind of were saying like your job is going to be like mostly remote, but occasionally there might be places there it might be worth sending you. So then they're going to send me to some other towns. My territory is mostly going to be in like Arizona, New Mexico, and generally like the Southwest, along with Texas. So look at, see, Kyle's telling me, you know, he's derusting. His finishing is on point. Every time I give him something on a platter, he's slapping it. Look at that. Oh. Hey, Rohan. Bang? Bang. See, I'm telling you, chat. I think a job where I never started learning about new coolness stuff. That's kind of, yeah, I mean, a huge part of the interview, they were kind of like, are you absolutely sure? I think they were just like scared that because I didn't work in this field before that I'm gonna get burnout and I'm not gonna be like truly intrinsically interested in this. But like, I actually like, you know, I worked in psych, like sales is a very interesting field for how you have to use like your emotional intelligence, be able to read a situation, make like those tactical decisions about like how you approach things. There's also a ton, I work in social psychology, which was literally like, that's like the bedrock of all sales. Oh. So being able to go down that path was super important to me. On top of the fact that, yeah, like doing the trainings for like all the different stuff that I'm gonna be selling, like it's actually very interesting to read about. See like how far tech can go with like cybersecurity and whatnot. I don't know, I'm excited. Sorry, Kyle. Give you a little love tap. Oh. Loki kind of just handed it away. God. That's a little giveaway. Psychology back and going into sales, bros, the booster pack DLC. I mean, I did get really lucky. The guy, one of the guys that works like higher up in the company that interviewed me, his background was in broadcast journalism and psychology. So literally we almost had the exact same background before we came to this. And so I was like, oh, thank God that was my background, because maybe other people would have been like, who cares? But then he was like, oh, damn, okay, well, like you basically have my training. Like that's the exact stuff I had like training in. Like I have a master's in it, and I think he was, it was like a double major of his, but still. Like the fact that that's how it worked out. Man, this is really unfortunate. All right, I'm throwing. Kyle's scoring all the goals, and I'm handing them all back. I didn't expect Ice Club to go for that, but we are playing like 1,000 MMR2's players. No. Bonk. Musty, dang it. Kyle wasn't. Mentor job similar to your manager? Yeah, more or less. Yeah, he's like the director of sales, I believe is his official title. But yeah, it was really cool because he was the one that interviewed me. He even gave me feedback about my interviews, because I had 3, which I thought was really cool of him, because I've never had that before. Yeah, he's like the only thing that was he's like the only thing I really could critique was that you needed to be a bit more concise. But I was also like, yeah, because I was pretty nervous going into those interviews, and just to make, because honestly I'm usually pretty chill on interviews. I'm pretty confident. I've told you guys about my record. I've never failed to get a job that I've interviewed for or been interviewed for. And that streak continues, baby. But the part of it is also just like I'm not an expert in what I'm interviewing. Like if I was interviewing in psych, that'd be easy. But because it's like something that I'm like still new on, I did a bunch of online trainings for these products. And then they were like, hey, How do you, it's like, tell us about them. And then I just felt like I was rambling a couple times where I'm like, oh, well, this does that, and and also blah, blah, because in my mind, I kept tangenting like, oh, I should probably mention that. I should probably mention that. I should probably mention that. So he's like, yeah, you should just simplify it a bit. And I was like, makes sense. What a save by Kyle. Almost another one. Okay. What's the difference between 3 interviews? One was solo with the CEO. The next one was CEO, Director of Operations, and the Director of Sales. And that was the next 2 as well. Hi, Dan G. Hello, Indiana Justin. Check MMR in settings. You can go to RL Tracker. Nice. Now to get an interview to become the CEO. Yeah, hostile takeover. Hey, Matilda the Potato. Is that a website? It's a website. Google RL Tracker. Oh, little scoop. Small enough company. I don't actually know how many employees they have, but all I hear about the reviews from pretty much everyone I've talked to is that the company culture is insane there. Like, everyone loves working there. So I'm assuming just by definition, it's probably a smaller company, but revenue's great for them. Bye! 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 Oh, yeah, I'd leave too. All right, those are, okay, 2 games equals 1 game because we had 2 forfeits and that one was actually more of a game. There you go, Kyle. well, we got most of a game on that. That was, I think, like a minute remaining, and the other one we had like 2.5 minutes in. Well, that's it. Yeah, I was a little scared. I'm like, I can't lose a casual game with Kyle. That's just not how it's gonna go. GG's, Kyle. We gamered. We got 2 dubs. The biggest part of the job, money aside, you'll never be happy doing something you don't love. Work for company doesn't treat well. Exactly. Like, my mind was like, yeah, there's other jobs I could probably get, but like, there was a couple jobs that like I was applying to, and they were like, not necessarily like interviewing me, but they would like reach out for some more information. But I'd look on Glassdoor, and so many of the reviews are like, I hate this place. I hate everything about everyone who works here. And I'm like, do I wanna work for these people? But yeah, everyone I talk to here is just like, great. I'm great if I have teammates I can set up for a shot, or I can plan a shot I set up. Exactly. We're in 3s right now. Somewhere mid 17, high 17s. I like the idea there, Breezy. Got 9 casual left. Hell yeah. Juice that casual, Mamar. Man, I tried to flick that a little lighter. That's good deflection, actually. Back to being stuck in silver? Nah. College has to be inspired. Just need one good day and you're in Grand Champ, 100%. Oh god, I had to seize. We almost perished right there, chat. Yeah, Breezy's a quick player, but my biggest issue is that he's a little too impulsive on some of what he does. He'll hit the ball really hard on every touch because he's like, I gotta do it quick. And I'm like, well, the thing is, when we're on defense and you're hitting the ball away first time really hard, it unfortunately puts us right back into defense again, which makes the defense even harder because we can never actually get time to recover. Nice shot. Bad arrow, I can't get the timing down yet. Honestly, part of it is just learning, like, to jump later than you might think you need to, at least for, like, trying to aim for stuff. Because I noticed a couple times you'll, like, jump for something, but then you'll, like, hold it for too long, and then you're, like, kind of not really be sure, like, oh, wait, which angle do I need? It's like, it's better to get a lineup to make sure your arrow is going straight as much as possible. I feel like I see a lot of players, like, the ball just goes in the air, and they immediately just jump, and they'll be like, I'll figure out the timing and the direction later. But it's like, honestly, like, you just got to make sure, like, instead of jumping at a ball and then leaning around it to get a shot, sometimes it's better to, like, go wide and then get a better angle so you can just drive into it straight. And then once you, like, you know, take those angles a little bit cleaner, then everything else kind of falls into place. Oh! Bro almost spiked that into his net so freaking hard. That's fine. I literally played his first touch, so I was like, that's fine. Prison gets a double bubble. Nice. I don't know what my mouth is trying to say there. Gets another Prison? Prison Michael? That's fine. You'll be streaming less? I mean, it's a job that I'm gonna go over it a little bit more with the sales director. I asked him if we could have like a quick little conversation just to go over some stuff when I get my, because my job offer doesn't really specify hours because it's a salaried job. He's, from the vibe I got, he's more like, as long as you're hitting your KPIs or whatever, I don't really care what you do, like with your hours. In the beginning, I'm definitely gonna be grinding a lot of hours, like training and doing stuff all day. I also don't want the executives to ever be like looking at my, you know, looking at my shit and they're just like, this guy's not doing enough, you know? Like I'm not gonna be working like 2 hours a day and then streaming the rest of the day, but I'll probably be pushing streams back probably, if anything. Like I won't be streaming during like the late afternoon. I'll probably be streaming the evenings if anything. I'll probably be streaming less and like creating less, but that's just fundamentally how it has to be a little bit. I'll try to keep things as lively as I can in terms of activity, but yeah, no promises on that. But yeah, the vibe I was getting is that it's more about KPIs. I actually do have to ask him. My first test to see how chill they're gonna be is before I sign for this job, I have a gig coming up that's for a Scholastic championship. I'm casting, I don't want to spoil it too much, but I'm casting Rocket League and then also an esport that is not Rocket League, so that's kind of fun. First time I've ever casted it, but I played a lot of it in the past. And the thing is because it's a scholastic tournament for like kids in schools, like high schoolers. It's an event that takes place like during the day. Like it's literally like Tuesday, Wednesday at like 3:30 to 6:30, and then the next day it's like 2:30 to like 5:30. So it's like I kind of have to ask them like, hey, like I'm gonna do a lot of trainings. Don't worry, I'm gonna make them up throughout the week or whatever. But like before I took this gig, I did sign a contract for this gig. Do you mind if like maybe I just like do trainings late that day and you know all that? I don't think he's really gonna care because ultimately, what's been described to me repeatedly with this job is like my first couple. He's like, literally my first like 18 months are gonna be literally just me learning the ropes while trying to do my job on top of it. But he says like, especially the first couple months, I'm not gonna be able to, I'm not doing anything. I'm not conducting any business. I'm not interacting with clients. It's literally just gonna be training. So in my mind, I'm like, I have to think he's gonna be pretty chill with 2 days. I can just start a little bit later, you know? That's kind of the hope. Read those, don't touch that. Why would you touch that? Yeah, ideally, this is how the job is. Just like the occasional travel that they can forewarn me about, and then hopefully enough flexibility where I don't have to super compromise on too many esport gigs. The only thing I think I would definitely tank is if in the future is RLCS day ones on Fridays, because the main events start at like 1 o'clock. The difference is that modern RLCS for this season especially has no orgs in NA that hire casters, so I'm not really missing out on much, you know? If anything, I'm missing out on like a $50 a day gig, but you know, if I have a real job, actually, it's like, yeah, I don't really care missing out on that, you know? Like, this is always gonna be the priority. I'm like a W boss, yeah. Wait, I'm 1772. I feel like I've not lost today. What's on the first game? Gonna hit the pillow anyway. All right, CDN Kane, thanks for popping in. Hopefully you have a wonderful sleep. We're just gonna hit that away just because I know those two guys were on the wall. Hitting that also away because I knew this guy over my corner, or over my shoulder. Sorry, teammate. I knew they were up. I did not realize you were up. Boop. How are you ready for that, DJ? Boop. No, Galaxy just hit across. Buddy. Oh, actually, no, that was 100% Venino's. He had 100 boost, and he's literally just looking at that ball until the last possible second, and then he gets beat without any touch on the ball and demoed. Could you be any more non-effectual in that play? Low-key on plays like that, it's like if you're not gonna go for that long, you might as well just not go at all. Like, that's kind of always been my rule of thumb. If you're gonna be traveling across the field for stuff like that, and you're not even gonna get contact, it's like you're literally just like doing nothing, except for just leaving the middle open. All I needed to do is put that on target, sad. I kind of wish you didn't touch that. That was actually a play I had. Because Galaxy, DJ was leaving it for Galaxy, and Galaxy was not 100% if he could touch that, it looked like. And then double commit on that. Let's go. That's a diamond 1 mistake. All right. Well, now we're back to 1770. Oh, good defense. Blah, 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 blah. All right, we're gonna Q dodge because I don't want either of those teammates on my team. So we're gonna pause just for a half second. Maybe in the meantime, I will answer this email accounting just sent me. I literally just got sent 14 attachments in an email. I will take care of that later. Never mind. Rings? Nah, I'm just gonna wait for like a good 15-30 seconds and then queue. Like effective dodging is you should be taking, yeah, probably like 2-3 minutes. But for that one, I'm just like, there's enough people in threes today that I'm not getting too many repeats. But yeah, that's my general rule of thumb. Is like if I'm queuing with someone, or I get players that I genuinely just fundamentally disagree with how they're playing, then I will queue dodge them for just a little bit, and that should be enough. All right, new team. I'm gonna guess it's a doubles match. Yep. All right. Oh. Thought he would pause for a second. Yep. I don't really care if I don't have boost. I'll just get it later. Man, that last reset was just slightly more over my head than I thought it would be. All right, I see how it is. I see how it is. Bonk? No bonk. Oh, hello, hello. You got that? Leaving it? Okay, won the angle I wanted. Okay. What? Why would you cut it into me? Lucas Lawler, hello. It's fine. No, buddy, I need you to be on the wall because he's inevitably going to give it away in the exact way he did. All right, teammate, just stay on the ground. Oh, that's a really heavy touch by that guy. But it doesn't matter if you don't predict it. What is that? I don't know why he doesn't go. I need to see this again. You are going up the wall first. That's... He jumped off right as he landed. That's... You can't do that. So my nephew, as we watch in another 6 months, I'll be teaching him how to play. Let's go. Good to hear, Lucas. Hello, little nephew. Okay. Are you Eminem? I wish. I'd be rich. Oh. Just kind of waiting for that last thing. That last touch. Not the touch. Okay, there's one. That's enough speed on that. You're speaking so fast. I am a commentator by trade, so my job is speaking very quickly. Catch? Aw. That's a lot of boost. Okay. You got 75 seconds, teammate. No. Wow, that's a really good air ball. Back post? Oh, that's one. Oh! A little bit more. Damn it, where are we? We're so far away. That's not even like an amazing pass, but I was just like, if you were just a little close, you could have gone for it. Threatened the touch. I might get beat here. Never mind. Okay, we're good. Bump him. Oh, this one. That's not it. Oh, it is in. Okay, cool. Well, that was not winnable. On fort. All right, one more game like that, and we're gonna be done with twos. I feel like I should buy something. I have 1,500 credits. What the heck? Wait, I didn't get a code for the Porsche? Oh. Hi, SR. Oh, that's how I know NA Eagles. He's on Ohio State. Okay, that explains a lot. Howdy, man. Howdy indeed. What you been up to? I took my time to itch my nose there. Did not expect NA Eagles to. I also didn't see to full send on a touch that I don't even know was necessary. I don't even know the scenario in which that would have been a good challenge. He was like challenging along the line, which is like not a touch that was likely. I don't know how else to say it. Okay. Zenith is Mafia. I'm already deciding that in my head. I don't know if Zenith has touched the ball. I'm gonna be dead ass. I don't know. Let's see if he touches this time. Okay, he does. And beats two. Okay. And then okay. Well, I expect that touch. All right, as long as he doesn't have to jump for it, he's a great player, from what I can tell. How did he touch me in that last one? Good up, Will. No, never mind. Ah. Should hit that a little bit higher. Did not expect that would be the open. I was kind of hoping for 50 on that. That should have been a really good pass if we left it. Why would you hit it? NA Eagles, I'm trying to pre-jump you, but you're not doing anything sensical on that. He literally just rammed the ball right into where I was in the sideline, and I was like, why would you do that? Nah, should have shot it. I went for the double, but halfway through I was like, I just have to get there first. Didn't time that super well. Memory from yesterday? Hello, Kevin, yes. Sad. Man, I even touched that. You can see the orange trail. Sad. Trying the BMW? I've not. Will is at 64 points. I just realized. See, again, Rush is a clear. He does not have to. Again, like, all I'm asking is for these guys to take a deep freaking breath before they aerial. That's all I want. How'd your apartment situation go? I have no idea what you're referring to. Oh, when I was late paying rent for the first time ever and they threatened to throw me out? Oh, that was fine. I just paid them and it went away. That's it. No! Oh, if I land a little cleaner, that's a bump on NA Eagles. Okay, let's try this again. Will, what is that? Rocket League is a game of angles, and I don't think we've played a single good one all game. Well, I don't know what the plan was there. Well, such a crap touch as well, NA, goddamn. Oh, I hate losing to Ohio State. I hate it. Not really. Ohio State's good players. I just wish I had literally anyone who could aerial. I think it's time to invite someone, chat. I need to actually play with someone who can aerial. That's all I want. That's all I want. Who's on right now? Cozy P. I'd kind of go hard. I'm not gonna lie on the collab. Looks like Mike probably want to play. I'd probably go hard. Side effects maybe. We'll see if anyone answers. What job do you get? I'm working in tech sales. So essentially my job is to, you know, connect with all these big corporations that need help with their kind of IT support generally, or like their security systems, like upgrading their cameras, helping with like parking enforcement, helping to just basically improve their day-to-day efficiency, and also make sure they're not susceptible to shoplifting, make sure they're not susceptible to kind of break-ins, burglaries, cyber attacks, all that stuff. So basically my job is to get... Well, that's crazy. I side effects joined right as I queued. Wow. I literally just loaded into a game and you joining pulled me out right before. That's sick. It's, I mean, it's pretty good. I start off with a pretty decent I start off with like an okay salary as like a starter. And then after 3 months, if I pass my certifications, my salary doubles. And then I get, hopefully by then, fully trained enough that I can start getting clients. And if for every sale I close, I get 10% of the profit as a commission. The director who hired me said like most of the people that work this position and you know, hit their metrics, they're like within a year they're making 6 figures. So hopefully that is me. And the person who got me this job, one of my YouTube chatters actually, who you know, recommended me and then got me my first interview, kind of got me like to plug in with that. He like straight up said like, I am not leaving this job unless like, you know, he's like, literally there's like nothing that would make me leave this job. I love this job. So I'm like, hopefully that's the same culture that I get on my end, because we're in slightly different departments. I'm not gonna like your servers now. Okay, I was about to say, I'm like, why are you not gifting me my nonsense? Wait, is that the energy decal? Why do I not have any memory of this? Is this an older one? No, this is a new one. I don't know how I feel about it. Yeah, it should be fun. If I actually am making bank off of this in the future, then honestly, I'm excited to host tournaments. I'm gonna turn into full old school Fear, hashtag old Fear, where I'll be able to actually host events, put up a decent prize pool and whatnot. I miss doing that. Oops, I forgot I was queuing 2s and 3s. Well, it's probably gonna be an AIDS 2s lobby, I'm not gonna lie. Sure. Sad. Okay. I don't know why I went so high on that. Didn't think you'd flick that immediately. That's cool. Nice. Bang. Bang. Ding. Yep, a little bit of a ding. Boop. Yeah, so immediately got that offer letter, signed it, sent it back. Not gonna lie, my first game on. Crazy. Wasn't ready for 2s. I wasn't ready for 2s. I'm sorry to throw you into this. I think Side Effects is a higher MMR than I am, so. It's probably like an 1800 2s game, I'd have to guess. Alrighty. Good touch, Sato. Meant to be a pop. What happens if you use a code in the shop? He gets a cut. It's the same when you use the code the Danger Taco in the shop. Something I really should advertise about a lot more. That moment when you miss 4 pads in a row. Hello. You got a code? Yeah, that's why I need to advertise it a bit more. It's honestly a pretty good way to make some cash. Bass apparently, a bunch of people in Fortnite that he used to cast apparently use this code, and they use a lot. So he's like, every once in a while, he'll just get a random check. Like, Epic Games has sent you a $230 check. And he's like, what the heck? Like, thank you for supporting the item store or whatever. And he's like, oh, cool. Hey, Bass is here. Yeah, you're telling me apparently you occasionally get a check. And I'm like, man, considering I make this much content and people see my stuff, I should probably advertise my code a bit more. I need to just go into After Effects and edit like a quick little like overlay that just pops up once in a while. Like, hey, by the way. That'd be the easiest way. And it works for Rocket League and Fortnite. Really, any Epic game. So if you have a Epic creator code you want to use, then consider using the Danger Taco. Yeah, basically anytime you go to Rocket League in the top right in the items shop, it says enter creator code. That's the code. And then it's the same in Fortnite when... Oh, you gave me the reset. I just forget to use the code. That's why I gotta remind people. Selling? I'm forward. That took a long time to get back, but I think Sada thought I was a lot better at that. Oh, he's playing for the hard read. That's a tough one. Ah, I didn't know how to get that to the left. I'm not gonna lie, where did you get the boost to get back for that? You did not have 100. That's pretty crazy. Anyway, that shouldn't have lost. And now we're done with 2s. Thought you were doing 3s. Me too. Forgot to uncheck. Is it for the Rocket Store? Yeah, literally go to, it's any Epic Games game. So if you guys look at the top right, well, you guys can't see it on the shorts, but if you press R2, it's a support a creator. You type in the Danger Taco, enter, and then that supports me. I think I get 5% of everything. And so in order to, you know, people have to spend a lot of money for me to get a payout, but still. It doesn't give you a discount, but it does support the creator that of code you use. Because it's like a referral code, you know? Like, hey, why are you buying this? It's like, well, I'm indicating this creator. So they give you a little edge. Fall Guys too. Yep, Fall Guys, Fortnite, Rocket League. Okay, my bad. I thought Saito was just gonna jump at that first one. What'd the job tell you yesterday? I got my job letter, my job letter today. So I signed it and sent it back. So we're officially onboarding, or in the process of onboarding. I was gonna do it, I was Q-dotting someone, so I'm like, hey, maybe I should do some of my paperwork right now. And I looked at the next email, and 14 attachments. I'm like, yeah, I'll deal with that later. I'm sure some of them are just like details of benefits or whatever, and it's not actually like a form, but. We're so back, yeah, it's a sick job, very excited for it. I'm sorry, Sada. I thought you were closer. I took my eye off right as you challenged underneath it. Hold on, I see this again. Did not know. I thought he was staying on that one. My bad. I completely blanked. Damn, I would love it if we had any presence in the ball at all. GG. I need a young priest, priest and a young priest. Wait, did you FF? I FF'd. I'm done with this game. Alstead has done. I don't think Alstead has touched the ball this game. I'm gonna be dead ass. Like, I will only stay in a game if we're getting shots off, and the fact that we can't even do that, it's like, I'm done. I don't play in any game where we're just literally existing. So that gets that flick. He's got another one. Nice, double. Oof, did not expect that to go through unharmed there. Rough bounce. I saw him down in field. I was like, maybe if I get that on target, it's a bump. One more. Close one. Wow, that's unfortunate. Sick. I was playing the 50. We play with Beef and his dad in SSL 30 tournament? No. I'm doing my own content. I'm gonna take a break. I'll be back. Alrighty. Java gonna affect your stream frequency or time slots? Probably. Just because it is a salaried job, so I don't have like a 9 to 5 necessarily, but I'm gonna be trying to put in a lot of hours just on job training as much as I can, because that's gonna be a lot of my beginning of the job. Is I'm just gonna be getting like tens or hundreds of hours of like tutorials on how to like learn about this program, and then I'm gonna have to, even if I don't have any of that, I'm gonna have to want to remote into systems and like screw around with it, so that if I ever need to do like a product demo for a client or something, I know what to do and how to show them what to do. Basically just memorize literally this entire gargantuan catalog of different products that we're going to be able to hawk, and understand how they all work together, custom little edge cases that I can work with. And that's going to take a long time. So that's going to be my primary focus. That's going to be my focus over literally everything. And so therefore, yeah, I might have nights where like I will not want to stream. Oh my God. I will not want to stream as much, or be able to, if anything, I'll probably stream later. Any chance of a vlog? No. I am signing a confidentiality agreement with this company. I will probably not be able to speak too much about it. And honestly, this is not going to be an interesting vlog. Learning process with learning a new field. I mean, it's not necessarily like learning a new field as much as like, it's just there's a lot of like products we have to learn about. I'm not even sure if I'm allowed to really talk about all of them necessarily, because it's kind of like a locked behind closed doors type training for some. Oh man, what's it like to play with teammates who pass? Meanwhile, I have people just kind of flying around. I got kind of cooked on that one. I just didn't expect them to actually be coordinated. I need to. I wish there was an actual mod that worked for Bacchus used to have this anonymizer thing. I wish it actually worked, because honestly, there are some players that I get tilted the moment I see them load into my lobbies. All set, I guess, is right now is one of them. Okay. Hey, Kurvan. Okay. Now I'm a little late on that. You cast RL gameplay? I do. That's what I've been doing. But I have a tag specifically showing that I do that. Breezy? Maybe. Where can I contact you? I'm not gonna lie, buddy. If you're trying to just do it for your own personal stuff, you might not be able to afford to do what I do. Like, if you're trying to contact me about a potential actual gig, you know, you can DM me on Discord or Twitter or whatever. The Danger Talk on it, pretty much everything you can think of. But I guess we'll see. How much you charging? Depends on what you're asking for. Okay, cool. There's one. Yeah, Select was biting hard on the near post, so I'm like, all right, we can probably hit it behind him, and that would work out. Just casting production is handled. That does not help me, buddy. Please DM me with all the details you have. I don't want to conduct business in the middle of a Twitch chat. Is that real Breezy? No, that's with an I, and he's European. Okay. Oof. Alrighty. Song? I don't know. I don't have the Monster Scout window open. I can maybe find that for you between goals or something if it's still playing. I kind of lost a second heave on that one. I'll get Shazammed. Good. Good. What did it end up being? I want to see if I know it. Ugh. Breaks over alright. GG's mystery. Alright. Gonna Q dodge again. We're just gonna literally sit here. I already got a DM for someone. Oh, Dylan Wilson. Meow! What? Meow! Meow! Meow, meow, meow. Kitty, can I show you on camera real quick? She knows I'm about to pick her up. She doesn't want it. She doesn't want to. She literally like, came over, get pet a little bit, and then as soon as I reached with both hands toward her, she went, and then ran away. Got her name? I have two cats. I have Luna and Bella. Yeah, they're just chilling, just out of arm's reach. I have a little carpet where my setup is to reduce reverb, so like reflections technically. Because if you have a flat, if you have like a non-carpeted surface as your floor and all your ceilings and walls or whatever are blank, that's why when you like yell indoors, you hear like the slight echo. It's because the sound's hitting all those flat surfaces. So you gotta add stuff to break it up. One thing is carpet. So I have it in the carpet, and then they've realized that's like the range for how close they can get without me picking them up and showing the camera. Slot? Slot. I think I have Bacchus Goal Explosion on, because for some reason it keeps playing Buffy Sugo for my Goal Explosion, and I don't have that on. Not really sure why. Oh wait, I remember why. It's because I had the Hatsune Miku thing, and I wanted like a really weeby celebration for something else. Because I had the decal, but not the Goal Explosion yet. And I was like, Buffy Sugo is probably the closest it gets to that. I'll rank you. Right now, we are GC3. You wouldn't know it, but we are. Acquired more chemicals from the gas station? That could mean anything. Sorry, buddy. Crazy. Crazy turn. Sure. Terrible air dribble if it works. Fresh off, I was expecting to get it soon, and then since then you've seen me get SSL and rewards multiple seasons and then fail to get other seasons. That's how it be, unfortunately. Gotta keep evolving, otherwise all these nerds in GC3 are gonna keep me down. Just have to keep improving, get better. Wow. Nice. Number 2. All right. Or 3, rather. Damn, bro is asking me about casting. He is still typing a DM. I can see his little, like, typing. Sending 6 paragraphs. I did not need to flip into that. No, Breeze, don't turn. Nice, you're good. Nice, okay. I was afraid he was diving in. Nice block. Dink Donk with summon rapid super traps. Dink Donk. I kind of remember that. That's an old one. It was all like $1 too, Matt, right? That's what I remember at least. But hey, money is money, chat. We don't hate on it, you know? I'm listed on Dink Donk's taxes as a dependent for that reason. Oh. Right, we should be fine as long as we don't goal. Cool. All right, instant recovery, chat. We got our win back. We lost streak. Stop. He stopped, and some people tried to say, keep up, I'm new Ding Dong, but my first super chat was super for 20, telling everyone to shut up. Wow, you know what? True memories. My Octane goes hard in Fortnite? I mean, of course it would. Honestly, it's kind of crazy how hard they cooked with the Octane. Like, it's just like, look at this thing. It's like kind of like a golf cart kind of dune buggy type aesthetic, but it's also like super sleek as well. Just, they really just, if that's the, I wonder if this is the first car they came up with, like in the development process. Or maybe even back in SARP, or if there was like other cars and they just eventually landed in the Octane and then it became like everyone's like favorite. First new car in a video game to not look cheesy as hell. Yep, it's because it's not trying to be super over the top. It's got a spoiler, it's got some cool little fins on the side. But also, to me, it's a dune buggy. Whenever I look at it, especially the headlamps, like kind of like pushed off the car, not embedded in the hood. Like, it looks really good. Like, look at that. Needs a better grill and headlights. I don't even think of the Octane as having a grill because it's that small. Oh, I forgot to turn off the Bacchus mod goal explosion. That works. Go, 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 go! Oh boy. Okay, I was playing the double, but I actually overshot that. Nice read. Wow, hilarious. That's really funny. Oh, if I hit that a little bit more to the right, that would have been crazy to bounce up into the ceiling and reset. Hey, MK. When I was growing up, I used to play the Burnout series, and because they never had licensing for any actual cars, I forgot like all the cars you see in that game are like fake ass like knockoff cars. Because I always used to look at them like, oh, that's a Camaro, and then you look closer and you're like, no, it's not a Camaro, it's an Anderson or whatever, like an Anderson fastback or whatever. And I'm just like, wait, what? I was so confused when I tried to Google those cars and I couldn't find them. I'm like, damn, these must be niche brands or something. Bang. Oh, no, anti-bang. Just like in GTA? Does GTA not have licensed cars? I mean, I know they have like some fake cars or whatever, but like, I assume you could drive some cars. I'm surprised they don't have a licensing thing in it. Maybe car companies don't want to be associated with a game in which you're a criminal. GTA is all knockoffs? I could have sworn they had a deal with some cars. Maybe I'm thinking of mods or something, because I've definitely seen people driving like exactly a Corvette around, you know? I think companies would be funnier if they actually did not want to just... I think it just gives them more publicity. Like, personally, I think Waffle House, even though I understand their idea, they're resistant to Tekken making a Waffle House arena to fight in. And I don't know why, because that would go so hard and probably look insanely good. Because they're like, we don't want Waffle House to be associated with fighting. Well, too bad, because it is, you know? There's too many viral videos of insane fights happening at 2 a.m. at Waffle House. You just have to lean into it, like Duolingo did. That's the ideal way that Waffle House can work. Okay, that's like a one-to-one of a real thing, but it's not. That's funny. Wait, so they literally just steal the exact design, basically, and then they're like, oh, this is a Morvo. It's like, oh. A Morvetti. Corvette with a K. The Coquette, that's really funny. The Cheetah from Vice City was a sick car? Apparently. Bonk. About the manager named Delvin from Waffle House. Brought 5M multi-theft auto. I don't know how it looks. Pretty sure they're still custom cars. Maybe. close one. Using GGs to say hello, chat, is just, I can't get behind that, chat. I don't care what you try to do or say. I will never support that debauchery. That's an insane catch. No, it bonked me. Nope. Forgot you can't press triangle when you're queuing. It doesn't happen when I'm not around. What doesn't happen? Oh, when people say GS? Okay. VROTSP, I don't know what that is. Also, God, I don't know when it happened, but I chipped part of my nail. And that's really annoying. You know when it like catches on fabric as you're moving around? Just like, that bothers me. Top 5 minor irritations that just hit you at random points throughout the day. Honestly, it doesn't even hurt as much as just like, can you not, you know? Hey, Rohan. What you up to, Rohan? How's it been? It's been okay, Rohan. Weren't you in here literally like an hour ago? And you also said hi? Real Zimmers know about boneless pizza, if not their Gen Alpha. Bro, do you guys remember when we had to pick the bones out of our pizza? And these Zoomers, they're so privileged for not knowing about that. I don't care what the old heads say. Boneless pizza is better than bone-in pizza. It's so weird that people are actually like, no, I prefer it the old way. Nah, dude, I'm good. Here come that boy. Wow, that you just unearthed an ancient memory, Matt. That's not real HM. Fort. Try to flick it over his shoulder, and that's exactly why. Man, I don't think we've even touched the ball on defense. That was a rough 50. I thought he was going to be going for like this direct thing, so I was trying to take a 50 around the edges. That's a shame. Damn. All right, well, GG's, and we're gonna go to some rings. This is the 5th straight game with Breezy, in which I don't know if he's trying to play the game or not. So I'm good. How you doing? I'm doing pretty well. Getting kind of irritated in these games, so I don't know if I'm gonna end stream soon, but overall, though, we're doing great. I think of old memes. I feel like if your name was Daniel, you probably went through hell for a little bit. I kind of went through that with 21 Jump Street with my name's Jeff, but that wasn't really that bad. I will say, to this day, some people find out my real name and then they hear it's Jeff and they're like, "Oh, my name is Jeff," and I'm like, "All right, buddy, we're rank you GC through right now." Bugs Bunny and Mickey Mouse can solo any and all characters of fiction and media. Agree or disagree? Are we talking about Kingdom Hearts level characters? As they should, the only proper way to greet you, I guess. I mean, it's not a weird thing. It's just kind of like funny how that's the one reference with Jeff that everyone will immediately think of. Like, Bass, you're Oliver. The only Oliver I think of is Oliver Twist, and that thing is ancient. No one's quoting Dickens when they meet you, you know? Or Oliver and Company is the only other one, but that is such a niche reference and niche pull, I don't think enough people would appreciate it. Oh, what the? I got called Oliver Twist my entire childhood? That's crazy. Well, it's probably because it's the only reference they could think of. Hey, look, it's Mr. Oliver Twist over there. It's like, okay. Oliver and Company is what I'd call your whole extended family of cats and Cass. Dude, I don't know why I'm being a bot right now. There you go, jeez. Oh, adds when you have a small army of pets. Actually, you know what? No, small army of pets is Angie. I gotta get her to recite what she has. I think it's 2 dogs, 6 cats. I think at one point she had a rabbit. I'm just like, damn, Angie's full-time job is just take care of those animals. Got a whole shelter in your house. Smoking a Jeffrey or Jeffrey? What? I'm an R-E-Y. E-R-Y is... I've never really liked. Jeffrey is a weird name. Just slightly behind Jeffrey with a G. Like, what are we even doing at that point? I'm convinced that spelling only exists because of Toys R Us, because it was Jeffrey the Giraffe. I'm gonna freaking murder myself! I am so not used to the Dominus anymore. I'm like undershooting all these freaking rings. Okay, there we go. This feels like a... Oh my god, dude. Suzuki Swift team? I'm sorry, what? Alright, well, went into it too quick. Okay, chat. Now we should be fine? Yeah, I know I'm banned from matchmaking, blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. All right, time to open my peanuts, chat. This is my stream. Oh, that's a very tightly packed bag. I'm like, if I pop that, it's just gonna be nuts flying everywhere, you know, chat? I gotta go because I have to wake up in 2 hours. Oof, good one, I'm sorry. Yeah, please get some rest. Me too. That's a crazy bench. Oops. All right. If it's the exact same teammates, I'm gonna lose my mind. Okay, cool. I think I've beaten Gavalanche's full parties the past like 3 days every time, so hopefully that's the case. I have HM50 again, which does make me want to cry, but that's okay. We'll get over it. I will say, Chad, if I lose this game, I'm probably getting off for the day. Just because I want to complete my onboarding for this job, and on top of the fact that like I only have so much sanity. All right. My main beef with that is that he doesn't have the reset yet, and you challenge him quick enough where, like, if you're meeting him at the point of the ball on the reset, you don't really have to go super high on it. Okay, take a 50 there. Ah, I tried to get the lightest little tap, top corner. Okay. I was gonna hit that forward, but then both my teammates hit the brakes when they were moving forward. So I was like, okay, well, I can't get it to you then. And then beyond that, I'm like, I don't know if you're actually gonna be able to catch up to that. So I'm like, let me just pinch. Stay on the wall. Don't turn for that though. Ooh, okay. Good night, everybody. Yikes.